Hello, light people. This is the 5D Frequency Podcast. In this podcast, we talk about all things spirituality, self growth, and ascension. We make spirituality easy and practical. I'm your host, Italia, and in today's episode, we are going to talk briefly about the meaning of Italia, the purpose of this community, and the 5 top reasons of why you are here on this planet right now. Italia means foreigner, and this is the right place for you if you always, like me, felt like a foreigner in this world. If you never felt like you fit into this world, into this society, into the rules of this society. If you were always a very sensitive, empathic soul that never fit into the society, this place is for you. This place is also for you if you are having a spiritual awakening and you don't know exactly what is going on. You need information, you need spiritual wisdom to go through this process. So this podcast is for you. Because in this podcast, we are going to explain sometimes very complex information, some very complex spiritual knowledge in a very easy and digestible way. I also want to bring a lot of practicality in those spiritual knowledges because out there I see that there is a lot of just information and information and information, and you say, now what? How can this make my life better? And when we are going through this ascension process, through this awakening process, sometimes we get very confused and we need a lot of guidance and information. And I can give it to you. I have been studying spiritual subjects for over 20 years. I had my spiritual awakening in 2012, and I had a Kundalini awakening in 2020. And a Kundalini awakening is way more intense than a spiritual awakening, is way faster. It's like a spiritual awakening on steroids. So I have a lot of accumulated knowledge and wisdom that I want to share with you. So if you feel like you are someone who needs spiritual knowledge and you are someone who works with light, meaning you work with truth, with consciousness, with love, then this community, the Light People community, is for you. I also want to say that this podcast, you can find it in Spotify, in Apple Podcasts, and also on YouTube. And on YouTube, you can have different subtitles in many different languages if that's something that you desire to have. So you can choose different platforms to listen to this podcast. So let's go on with today's episode, and we are going to discuss now the top 5 reasons of why you are here on this planet. The first one is to experience and evolve. You need to understand that our soul is infinite. And when we are not in a human body, when we are in a soul state, so to speak, we want to experience things. Sometimes we get a little bit bored on the other side. So we want to experience things. And our universe is really vast. But this planet, planet Earth, it's a planet that we can experience a lot of different emotions. We have here on this planet a very huge range of emotions, which is not very common in other places, in other planets. We also have a lot of different levels of consciousness. We have people who are monks and ascended masters, and we have people who kill another person who, you know what I mean. So we have this big spectrum of experiences here on this planet. And we also have many different types of rocks and plants and animals. And our planet is really like the jewel of the universe. So before incarnating here, when we are in a soul state, all we want as a soul, as an infinite soul that doesn't die, all we want is to experience and also evolve, because one of the rules of our universe is that we need to be always and always evolving. Everything is evolving if you pay attention to it. Animals are always evolving, plants are always evolving, and there is also always this cycle of death and rebirth. Everything is always evolving. Our universe is always evolving. So when we incarnate here in this planet, which is a very dense, low frequency planet, we learn things faster. We evolve faster because the tests are harder. And only highly advanced souls are here on this planet right now. So you are one of them. And the second reason of why you are here on this planet right now is to become the true version of yourself. Okay, hear me out. When we incarnate here on this planet, when we are a baby, we are very pure, right? You can see that a baby is very pure, is very connected to his divine self. It's very gentle, it's very loving. And when we start to grow up, there are a lot of layers that society put onto us, that our parents put onto us, that school put onto us. A lot of mental programs that TV makes us believe that is the right thing, you know? So we are the core of an onion, which is our true self, which is our higher self. It is our divine self. We are this true version of self, which is highly aligned with Source, God, the universe, whatever name you want to call it. And then we have acquired many, many, many layers of the onion that are not really us. Many subconscious beliefs, many cultural beliefs, and these things are not us. So before incarnating here, we knew that we were going to go through this process of layering our true self. And we need to unravel this process. We need to release those layers to become the true version of ourselves. And this is the meaning of life as well. We came here to learn to come back to our true selves, to go through this process of becoming something that we are not, something that society, that our parents told that we should be, that we are, and then coming back to the true self. So in order for us to do that is the third reason of why we are here on this planet, which is to shed the old programs so that you can shine your light to the world. You came here to shine your light to the world. What does it mean to shine your light to the world? It means that you came here to be your true self again. You came to go through this process to become the known self, meaning you came to become this layered onion that is not the true you, and then shed all these subconscious programs, all these layers, so that you can come back to the core of the onion, which is you, which is your purest self, so that you can shine your light to the world. When we come back to our pure self, our true self, we immediately are vibrating in a frequency of authenticity, which is the highest frequency that you can vibrate in, because you become your higher self, you become your true self. And this is what means to shine your light to the world. Whenever we shed these layers and come back to the true self, all we can be is ourselves. And we, as an individual human being, are here to share with the world our talents, our joy, our love. So now we go to the fourth reason of why you are here on this planet, You are here to learn how to love and how to receive love. As corny as that sounds, because our universe, and there are many, many universes, our universe is based on love. We came here to learn love in this universe. There are other universes that you can experience other themes, other emotions, more specifically, other feelings, I must say, not really emotions. So, our planet, the vibration that glues everything is love. And love is not just an emotion, is a feeling, is a way of being, is who you truly are in your core, is love. So we came here first to experience and to evolve. And to experience and evolve, we need to become the true version of ourselves because we have a lot of layers that are not us that we need to shed. We need to shed these old programs, these old subconscious beliefs, so that we can come back to our core true self, our divine self, which is our true self, to be able to be in our authenticity, to be able to be love, connect with love, vibrate in this frequency, so that we can give and receive love and shine our light to the world, to do our sole purpose here. You can notice that many of the books and movies and TV series that are highly successful, it's because they talk about love. They talk about the power of love. One really good movie that talks about the power of love is Interstellar. If you are into sci-fi, I truly recommend this movie. And also you can see in Harry Potter, for example, it's all about love. It's all about the power of love. Shakespeare. You know, all these very successful works of art, it all surrounds around love. Because this is the main thing we came to learn here. And the fifth reason of why you are here on this planet is to live a fulfilled, joyful, and peaceful life. You deserve this. This is what you came here to experience, alongside with challenges, of course, because challenges are a part of growth, right? You can't have a completely challenge-free life because you will never experience and evolve. The challenges push us to experience new things, to change, to evolve. So living a fulfilled, joyful, and peaceful life, it also includes challenges, you know? But for us to truly anchor and embody this joyful state, this love state, we need to first shed everything that we are not. All these layers, all these mind programs. And this is your biggest mission right now. It's to shed all of those negative, limiting programs. Because you are needed in this planet right now. We are going through a very intense ascension cycle in this planet, and I'm going to explain this to you in the next episodes. But this is massive. It's an enormous planetary level ascension, change. And you incarnated right here, right now, in this point of time and space to experience this, my friend. And you can and should live an amazing life here, a joyful, fulfilled life. And you need to remember that you need to be here. There are millions of souls dying to have this experience here on Earth right now. And you are here having this historical, transformative experience. Your light is needed here right now. And what I mean by your light is your true self. You shining in your true self, not caring about what other people have to say about you. Being what you want to be, following your soul purpose, doing what you love, manifesting the life that you want. This is what you came here to experience. You came here to shine and share your light, your talents, your love. You came here to make a difference in other people's lives. You need to find what you came here to do specifically as a sole purpose. We can also discuss this subject in other episodes. If this is something that you want me to talk about, please write down below so that I can know. Just remember that you are here to shine your light. You are here to make a difference. Maybe in big ways, maybe in small ways, but you have a specific mission here. You have a specific purpose. You have an overall purpose, which are these top 5 things I said before, but you are here also for a specific reason, okay? And this can be big and massive and hit millions of people, or can be small, just you and your family and the people who surround you. And it's okay. It's not better or worse. It's just that our souls decided to have different purposes, because each one's purposes are like a puzzle. Everyone has a different purpose, and everyone is a piece of the puzzle, and we are constructing a beautiful new puzzle in the world. So you have this purpose, and you will unlock this purpose the more you align with your soul, the more you align with the true self, the more you shed those layers, the more that you shed those layers that you are not, that have been stuck in your subconscious, then you will become your true self. And from that space is where you are ready to shine your light and to make a difference in other people's lives. And I'm going to help you through this process. I'm going to hold your hand to go through this process. And stick around. We have so many amazing episodes coming. I have a lot of ideas already for this podcast. I want you to please comment what you thought of this episode, if this helped you. I want you to also comment down below which types of spiritual subjects you want me to talk about, so that I can guide this podcast to really truly help you through your ascension and spiritual awakening process. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next episode. Much love, light, and truth.